Yeah, let me tell you, I ain't perfect. These other rappers lie to you in verses. I show the fans my heart, not the surface. My whole life a circus.
Money, mo. Money, money, mo. Whoa. Hey, money, mo. Money, money, mo. Bing. What's up, crypto world? It's your boy Money Mo, aka the King of Minnows, aka the Dapp and DeFi Professor. And this is the top 15 DeFi-Dapps for dividends, the second of many. Alright, now I'm back, man. I'm back. I gotta wipe the coals out my eyes. Wake on up, rub them out. We back, man. So minnows, let's get focused and get your bags ready. Alright, none of this is financial advice. Alright, y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned. Bing. Alright, so let's talk about the types of Dapp and DeFi contracts for minnows. So you have both your conservative and then your aggressive types of contracts. Most of these Dapps that's in the top 15 that we're going to talk about later are on the conservative side. Alright, they've been around, most of them, and most of them are really good for longevity. On the conservative side, you know, obviously being built for longevity is the biggest thing, and that's the first thing. It's usually low risk, but it's also low reward. So, you know, getting a little drip over time. Another thing about a conservative type of contract to get in is the get in and the stay in type. Alright, so you just want to get in and stay in. So Money Mo always asks myself, if I'm the last person out this contract, what happens? Alright, so on the conservative side, most of the contracts are trusted, generally speaking. So last but not least, it really doesn't matter the amount or when you get in. Alright, it just does not matter. You're going to make your gains based on what that contract does. On the aggressive side, most of those contracts, you know, it'll be whereas you have to get in and then it has a defined expiration date, or it has a number of coins that it runs out of and then it's just over with. It's all high risk mostly, and it's mostly high rewards. If you put a lot in, you might get a lot out, especially if you jump in early. And it's just different. As minnows, we most likely will have a conservative style to start and try to build our way to be able to play on the aggressive side. So it's just how you want to do it. On the aggressive side, it's really get in and get out with a profit. That's the goal. You know, don't lose your bread. Come home with something. You know what I'm saying? Feed the fam. Come home. These are really come and go contracts. Not as trusted, and a lot of them are clones. You can do well, but they generally come and go. On the aggressive side, you put in high amounts and you're the first in, or you're one of the first people in, you're going to do better in the long term on the aggressive side. So just two different types of contracts. We had our conservative and we had our aggressive. Alright, we'll be talking about a lot of conservative contracts. Alright, the ones that's going to be around for a little bit. Y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned. Wait a minute, hold on. Hey, no freeloading. Hit that like, bro. Go ahead, I'll wait. Hit that subscribe, hit that bell right next to it. Also, hit me up on Telegram at Muddy Mo World of Crypto. Alright, y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned. Bing. Alright, so before we jump into the Minnow DeFi-Dapp Smart Contract Top 15, in this second of many, in this episode, we're not talking about Ethereum contracts at all. Alright, there's no ETH contracts in here. And the big reason is because the Ethereum miners are the mob right now, basically. Like a crime family. They're robbing us. The fees are too high, and as minnows, we cannot touch Ethereum for the most part, unless it's very beneficial. Alright, so we're not talking about ETH contracts in the second of many. Alright, also in the second of many, this episode we're going to be talking about no yield farming. I like yield farming. Yield farming is good. And just a second ago, we talked about aggressive contracts. Alright, yield farming is aggressive because you got to be willing to move and jump. But not for here. Alright, so that's not what we're talking about here. Also, we're going to be talking about mostly long-term contracts, so things that you can get in, and some of the stuff you might be able to pass on to your kids. You never know. And for those who might be new to decentralized application and decentralized finance smart contracts, getting these dividends in these coins, this space is very similar to stocks and mostly traditional banking dividend models, but it's just a little bit better. It's much faster, you make more, and the crypto is in your control. Alright, so that's what makes all these contracts really dope. So now let's take a quick peek at the DeFi-Dapp smart contracts that had just missed the cut. Alright, y'all see we got a gang of them there. We got a lot of them. Alright, it's a whole bunch of them things. But this just shows that the DeFi space is just booming, man. It's growing. Just to point out a couple, you see Axion, Hex2T, traditionally known. Axion coming out with something soon. That should be dope. You got Chips.gg. It's a gambling site. They just went broke, it looked like. But they might come back, though. You got Goosebet. Goosebet then fell on off, but yeah, that's not in the top 15. We got Tewkenaire Infinitew. Mostly Infinitew is not in the top 15 because of Ethereum's fees, but it's still a fire contract. A big one that y'all forgot about. Y'all sleep. Tron Prime. It did not make the top 15, but Tron Prime is fire. Tron Prime is still paying out, and it's paying out well. I ain't seen no drop in dividends, so it's looking good over there. Just long-term stuff. And last but not least, man, Unipower Static Power. I love me some Static Power. Static Power is fire. Go check out that tutorial, Money Mo World of Crypto. But no, Static Power is fire. It's just on Ethereum. So it just has to take a pause right now. But you know, this is another dope contract that did not make the top 15. Alright. Hey, we don't do no freeloading over here. Make sure you hit that like, man. Y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned. Alright, so let's jump right off into it, man. The top 15 DeFi-Dapps for dividends. Alright, the second of many. So now let's talk about those that fell off from the first of many. Alright, what contracts fell off? What's out of there? The first one with the biggest dip fell from grace. Dang, homie. It was 888 Tron, man, down 14 spaces. Fell from number 2 to not mentioned at all off the top 15 list. Another one is Tewkenaire Infinitew, down 10 spots from 6 to not ranked at all. Alright, and that's mostly because of Ethereum's fees. Next one, Void DeFi, just slowed down too much. Fell off out the top 15. Out of there. Alright, Tron Prime. Ooh, I just hated to do it. Just people impatient. So Tron Prime just fell down, man. Some new stuff that came on up and knocked it out of the top 15. Another one, Unit Power, Static Power. Y'all know that's one of my babies right there. Down 3 spots out of the top 15. And last but not least, Bankroll Save. Still probably the easiest way to get into crypto for the free, for the FREE, for real. But it's also down 2 spots out of the top 15. Alright. So let me give y'all a little sneak peek of the contracts that have came up. Alright, made that come up. Y'all ain't gonna believe it. Alright, so we got Hankbucks that jumped into that top 15. Also, we have Pyrabank's Tron contract that has jumped into that top 15. Nobody knew about that one. Another one, Rinobet, jumped into the top 15. Next up, we got Bankroll Stronghold. Alright, jumped into the top 15. A big one. A lot of y'all know about this one, man. Go check out Money Mo. Got a tutorial on this one. T2X. T2X Staking, definitely in the top 15. And last but not least, we have Voidbank that has made the come up into the top 15 DeFi-Dapps for dividends. Alright. So coming in at number 15, we have none other than Rinobet. Coming in at number 15, gets a Muddy Mo dividend score of a B-. Alright, its previous position in the top 15 was not ranked. Rinobet does not have a blockchain. Alright, it's a centralized platform, just like a lot of casino dApps. And the contract type is obviously a casino dApp, which a lot of people don't necessarily gamble, but they do what's called mining to get the tokens. Alright, some of the pros of Rinobet, that is under the radar. Alright, it's paying in a lot of good coins. Go check it out. You got your Ethereum, you got your Bitcoin, you got your USDT, you got your Tron, you got BNB. You got all kind of good coins over there. Another good thing is that it's under the radar. It's on the low. Shh. Nobody knows about that. Maybe getting dividends. Now, some of the cons of Rinobet. It has a very low pool balance right now, and it has a very low floor. That means that this thing could go lower, possibly, but right now it's paying good dividends in a lot of coins. Alright, so that's Rinobet number 15. Alright, coming in at number 14, we have Voidbank Staking. Bing! Alright, so coming in at number 14, we have Voidbank Staking. Alright, and it gets a Muddy Mo dividend score of a B-. Its previous position in the top 15 was not ranked at all. Voidbank Staking is on the Tron blockchain, and it is a staking contract. So one of the pros about Voidbank Staking is that it gives you dividends in multiple coins. You get Frag there. You can also get Bomb, which I think is the developers. You get obviously your Tron, and you also get Void tokens. But the problem is, one of the cons, the biggest cons of Voidbank Staking is that it has really little adoption so far, and it's really slow for dividends. But you are getting dividends over there, and it's in multiple different Tron coins, which is pretty cool. Alright, so that's Voidbank Staking coming in at number 14. Coming in at number 13, we have none other than Bankroll Credits version 2. Bing! Alright, so Bankroll Credits version 2 gets a Muddy Mo dividend score of a B-. Its previous position was number 8 in the top 15, and it's dropped down 5 spots. The blockchain that it's on is the Tron blockchain, and the contract type is a ROI and a hourglass contract mixed in one. So now at this point, Bankroll Credits version 2 has been around. It's been doing well. It gives both banker tokens, and it also gives you Tron dividends. It's pretty cool for that. It gives you very consistent daily divs. You pretty much know what you're going to get, and you also, like I said, you get the banker tokens. Now, one of the cons to Bankroll Credits is that it's very little chance of big gains, just because there's no instant dividends. So if somebody buys in, you don't get instant divs, which really boosts everybody up. There's no chance of that. So there's little chance of getting big gains in this, but it's consistent and you know what you're gonna get. Alright, so coming in at number 12, we have none other than Pyrabank Tron. Bing! Alright, Pyrabank, one of their little contracts that made the list. Alright, coming in number 12. Alright, it gets a Muddy Mo dividend score of a B. Alright, and its previous position was not ranked. Jumped on into that top 15, smooth in at number 12. It's on the Tron blockchain, and it is a hourglass type of contract. Now, a couple of the pros about Pyrabank's Tron contract is that it has a low balance. That means that we're going to get a higher percentage for whatever we have in there right now. That's cool. And it's a very consistent platform. Pyrabank has been around, and it has stuck to its hourglass style, and it's here. So that's dope. Now, a couple of cons with Pyrabank's Tron contract is that it's just declining. It's just people taking, more and more out. And it's a 15% entry and exit fee, whereas we're most used to in the space a 10% in and out. So 15% is a little bit high. We got some good dividends, the good percentage, good APR is Pyrabank Tron. Alright, so coming in at number 11, we have DLive with its BTT Staking. Bing! Alright, so DLive BTT Staking gets a Muddy Mo dividend score of a B. Alright, and its previous position in the top 15 was number 15, so it's made a little jump, up 4 spots to number 11. So BTT is on the Tron blockchain. It is a staking contract. A couple of the pros about this contract is that it's connected through Justin Sun. He's very popular, and that really bodes well for this type of contract. It has a good APR percentage, generally speaking, so you can make anywhere from 15 and up percent per year on your DLive that you stake here. Now, one of the cons about DLive is that it's a large contract balance. It's some super BTT whales up in there, so your percentage ain't gonna be as high as theirs, and the unstake time is just treacherous, man. It take like 2 weeks to unstake. That's too much. But nonetheless, dope contract, man. DLive coming in at number 11, getting them dividends. Alright, now coming in at number 10, we got Tewkenaire's Tewken Staking. Bing! Alright, Tewken Staking coming in at number 10. Would have been higher. It just kind of fell off after Token Farm came out. We'll talk about that. But it gets a Muddy Mo dividend score of a B. Alright, and its previous position was number 9 on the top 15 list. I thought it was going to jump higher. It was up there for a second, but that div percentage dropped down, so it's down 1 spot. It's on the Tron blockchain, and it is a staking contract. Alright, now a couple of the pros about Tewkenaire token staking, and I like what Tewkenaire's done with this because it gives you multiple ways of earning, and it incentivizes you to keep your tokens there, which is cool. Alright, bringing up the value of token and all that good stuff. It all works together. Alright, just all supposed to work to go up, make the price go up, hopefully. Some of the pros is that the div pool increases. All right, it was giving little airdrops to the div pool, but now I don't know. But the div pool was increasing. I don't know. I hope that keeps going on. There's 0 fees. All right, so there's 0 fees to get in, definitely some fees to get out, and it's gonna cost you trying to get about this contract. And another good thing is the Tron divs. Oh my goodness, nice Tron divs, very very nice. What I mean by that is not only are you getting the tokens for staking, once people exit this staking contract, they have to pay Tron. That Tron goes to whomever is staking in the contract, and you get that Tron. You can put it in other Tewkenaire contracts, or you can withdraw it. So that's pretty dope, getting an extra Tron and you get tokens. Y'all already know, like the too rare. We like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We like 2 of them things. Now, the big negative about Tewkenaire token staking is that token farming came out. And token farming obviously took over the game. Liquidity farming is fire. But token staking still made that top 15, man. Coming in at number 10, still getting good dividends, getting it 2 ways. Alright? So that's token staking. Alright, so coming in at number 9, we have Tron Dash's Tron contract. Bing! So number 9 is Tron Dash's Tron contract. And it gets a Muddy Mo dividend score of a B+. Its previous position on the top 15 was not at all. Wasn't on here. It is on the Tron blockchain, and it is a hourglass contract, a part of the Tron Dash ecosystem. So, some of the pros about this contract. Now, this is a weird one. A lot of people wouldn't have this. Some of the pros is that it gives you both Tron and Dash token dividends. Now, right now, Dash token is low. Bottom barrel is the bottom. But this site just had an upgrade. Alright, it just had a facelift. So, new things might be coming. It's a good time to get these tokens. Another good thing about Tron Dash's Tron contract is that it has extremely low adoption right now. I mean, it's really nobody in here. It's only, I think, 130,000 Tron. That's very, very low. But that's good because it's on a platform that could grow, and you can get your Tron and your Dash tokens, and you get a high percentage, especially us minnows. So one of the negatives, one of the cons is that it has a very low balance. And here that balance is so low, you never know what can happen. A couple people take their funds out and it's over with. Another thing is that it's unclear. So there's not really a lot of instructions on how to use this, what it is. The smart contract's not even listed on the page, so that's kind of sketch. So, it's a couple things that, Tron Dash can fix up. But nonetheless, for minnows right now, it's paying good Tron dividends if you got a little bit. Alright, so that's Tron Dash's Tron contract. Alright, so coming in at number 8, we got none other than Hankbucks. Bing! Alright, so Hankbucks coming in at number 8. It gets a Muddy Mo dividend score of a B+, and it previously was not on the top 15 at all. Hankbucks is on the Tron blockchain, and it is a staking contract. Alright, so some of the pros about Hankbucks, and this is talking to us minnows, there's not a lot of people that's in Hankbucks, or there's not a high adoption yet. So, us as minnows coming in, we get a higher Tron dividend percentage. We get a higher percentage because we're going to own a bigger piece of the pie. Alright. And another pro to Hankbucks is that it's basically funded by the other Hank projects. So you got, Tron Prime, E Prime, you got all these other projects. You got Frag, and then you got Unipower, Static Power, all that stuff. So Hank's got a lot of projects, and the Tron projects all feed Hankbucks. That's fire, all right? That's where you get the dividends from. It's always good to know how that project is going to stay around long term. All right, that's how you determine whether it's an aggressive or conservative type of contract. Now, some of the cons about Hankbucks is that it's very little clarity. Like, you got to be in a small group of people to understand what's going on with it. It's not clear enough, so you have to be in the space to understand what's going on with Hankbucks. So another con is that this project is reliant on the success of other Hank projects. So just like it's a pro, it's also a con too, because if those projects do bad, the Hankbucks might not do so well. Alright, coming in at number 7, we have none other than Bankroll Daily Plus. Alright, so Bankroll Daily Plus gets a Muddy Mo dividend score of a B+. Alright, and its previous position in the top 15 was number 10, so it's jumped up on 3. Now, Bankroll Daily Plus is on the Tron blockchain, and it is an advanced ROI smart contract, the first of its kind, and that's one of the pros. Is that this is an original OG contract. Alright, it's been here, player. Been doing this, player. I ain't new to this, I'm true to this. In being around so long, it becomes predictable We know what to expect. We know what the dividend's gonna be. It's pretty cool that it's still lasting. It's still paying out well. The negatives, a couple cons about Bankroll Daily Plus. It has high fees. Obviously, it's 50% in. That's the big thing. It's 10% out. That's okay. We know. All right. And also the pool share percentage. Unless you put a nice little chunk in here, you're not gonna get a big share of that pool percentage. But Bankroll Daily Plus pays dividends daily, for real. Get you some of them. Like, it's dope. It really does. Alright. So that's Bankroll Daily Plus. Coming in number 6 is Tewkenaire Stable. Bing! Alright, so Tewkenaire Stable Tron contract gets a Muddy Mo dividend score of A minus. What? Are you serious, Muddy Mo? Yup. So the previous position on the top 15 DeFi Dapp list was number 3, and it has dropped 3 spots, all right, to number 6, but it's still up there, man. Yep, Tewkenaire Stable, Tron still up there. It's on the Tron blockchain, and it's that old trusty dusty hourglass contract. It's just been here, just sitting here waiting, just chilling. Y'all come on back when you're ready. Come on. Ain't never the wrong time to come home, right? Hourglass contracts. Anyway, all right, so this Tewkenaire Stable. A couple of the pros about Tewkenaire Stable is that it's underrated. It's on the Tewkenaire platform, and it's probably the most stable contract on the Tewkenaire platform. With cheap fees, we all know trying cheap to get in and out. It's just underrated, I think. And also, it's a staple contract. Like I said, it's a part of Tewkenaire, that ecosystem. So being a stable contract there is really not a bad idea, especially long term. People realize what the heck is over there. I don't think they don't know yet, so they'll figure it out. Now, one of the cons of Tewkenaire Stable is that obviously it's a low balance, so it's just a low adoption right now. People are looking for fast gains, but there's going to be a crop of people, probably with a lot of coins, that comes in and say, man, I'm not looking for all that fast stuff. Just give me something tried and true. Tewkenaire Stable contract is one of those. And the low balance, though, it allows us minnows to get more percentage. All right, we love getting more percentage, get higher deals. We trying to come up. All right, so that's Tewkenaire Stable. Hey, don't freeload. Make sure y'all hit that like. All right. Coming in at number 5, we got none other than Moolah. Bing! All right, so we got Moolah coming in at number 5, and it gets a Muddy Mo dividend score of A minus. And its previous position in the top 15 DeFi-Dapps was number 4, and now it's falling 1 spot to number 5. So Moolah is on the Tron blockchain, and it is a casino Dapp. And you already know with casino Dapps, we don't like to gamble, we like to mine. All right, we like to get the token so we can get more dividends. So some of the pros to Moolah, one of the big ones is that Moolah has a unique token system of how you can play and earn tokens. But at the end of the day, it seems fair, so that's always good. And another pro is the token that's for Moolah, which is CNR. CNR basically is gonna go up in price, and that's a guarantee. So basically with Moolah, you can get Tron today by staking your CNR in the site, or you can mine CNR and then sell your CNR later for a higher price. Whatever you want to do, or you can mix it up. So that's something that's dope about Moolah. One of the biggest cons, if not the only con about Moolah, is that it does not upgrade, man. It has no upgrades. What? Come on now. Y'all better than that. It's the same old gambling site. I get it. They focus on other things. I understand. Money get it. But at the same time, give us some upgrades, bro. Our auto play we should be able to do more things when we auto bid as miners on Moolah. So that's number 5, y'all. That's Moolah. We getting up there, y'all. Coming in at number 4, we got Tewkenaire Infinitew. Ding! Alright, so Tewkenaire Infinitew gets a Muddy Mo dividend score of A minus. Alright, and its previous position was number 1. It was at the top in the first of many. So now in the second of many, it dropped down 3 spots to the number 4. But you're still up there, Infinitew. We still love you. It's on the Tron blockchain, and it is a advanced ROI smart contract. A couple of the pros of Infinitew is that it's consistent daily divs, just like Daily Plus. This thing is consistent, man. And you also, with this, you get a token airdrop. So every time you buy some Infinitew, you get some token airdrops, and you can start getting the dividends off of what you have in there. Now, one of the cons that a lot of people will talk about is the entry fee. It's a 50% entry fee, 10% extra fee. We know that's how these advanced ROI contracts are. It is what it is, all right? And it's slow to ROI on here. You have to be willing to put some up and just let it go. And just just let it sit there until it gets your ROI. Alright, but Tewkenaire Infinitew is giving nice dividends. I mean, number 4 worth of dividends. That's how good the dividends are. I'm just saying. And it comes daily, no question. Coming in at number 3, got the bronze spot, is none other than Bankroll Stronghold. Bing! Alright, so at number 3 we got Bankroll Stronghold. And Bankroll Stronghold gets a Muddy Mo dividend score of a A. Alright. Its previous position, it went from not in the top 15 at all. It's new to number 3. And that's dope. So, you know, it's on the Tron and the Banker blockchain, which is on the Tron blockchain, and it is a liquidity providing type of contract. Now, Bankroll Stronghold is newer, and it's tied to the Bankroll farming contract, which is dope, right? So any movement of Banker tokens in the farm contract comes over to Bankroll Stronghold. It's 1-to-1. That's dope, man. So a couple of the pros is that it has a very high ceiling. So that means, you know, this thing really could just be getting started, and the Banker tokens price could really get ridiculous. So now Bankroll Stronghold can really benefit from Banker token price going up and a lot of Tron coming into this contract. Now, one of the cons, if not the only con right now of Bankroll Stronghold, is that there's going to be some fluctuation in token price. So what do I mean by that? Just say if I'm holding 200 Stronghold tokens, today it could be worth 1,000. Tomorrow that 200 can be worth 1,500. It can be worth 100. You never know. So the value of the Stronghold token is going to fluctuate. However, the dividends that you get from this contract is fire. It's definitely dope. Alright, so that's number 3, Bankroll Stronghold. And second, we got none other than Betfury. Bing! What? Betfury! Betfury then made it up to number 2, man. Gets a Muddy Mo dividend score of a A. Yes, A. Wow. Its previous position was number 11 on the top 15 DeFi Dapp smart contracts. It is now up 9 spots to number 2, man, in dividends. Now, Betfury is centralized, it's on no blockchain, and its style type is a casino DApp. Really good for mining. One thing that's really dope about Betfury, and I'm just gonna say this, is first off, once you've mined your coins, it's like you just good, man. I'm just gonna give y'all a tip, man. This is what these vets do. You gotta get hard and heavy in these things early, and then just collect dividends as it go down, if it goes down. Betfury's going up right now, and the big reason is because it's giving BTC Bitcoin dividends. Nothing's giving Bitcoin dividends like this, and it allows you to stake your Bitcoin right there, so you get a percentage of Bitcoin for staking for either 7 or 30 days, and it gets a free faucet of 25 satoshis every some odd minutes. What? The only con I would say is that it's centralized, but in this case we can get Bitcoin. It's not that bad a deal, man. Betfury number 2 in dividends. Fire. And last but not least, coming in at number 1, we got T2X. T2X gets an A+ dividend score. A+. It went from not mentioned at all to the number 1 spot. Alright, it came in as a Cinderella and just came out of nowhere, man. When Muddy Mo was on it, man, go check that tutorial out if y'all want to know about T2X. Also, make sure y'all use somebody's referrals. You don't have to use Muddy Mo, mine's in the description, but use somebody's referral because you get an extra 5% for using somebody's referral. Alright, so go do that. Anyhow, man, T2X, if you're in Tron, if you have Tron in your wallet, in your life, you need to be in T2X. Really just flows, man. It just gives you a good feeling, man. It's just, this is like the contract you come to when you know you got some money. Like, you know how, I don't know if y'all ever been broke, but once you get broke until I came to having a little bit of money, it's like when you know you got money in your account, it's a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? So that's what T2X is, man. It's just that vibe, man. It's just like, you know, you got some Tron coming back. It gives 95% of the dividends every day back to the stakers. So that's one of the pros. It's the highest daily dividends by far. Another big pro about T2X is that it allows you to compound when you stake. You get more T2X tokens that you can keep compounding and compounding and compounding and getting more Tron and more Tron. And every time you buy in using a referral link, you get more T2X and more T2X. It's just a good situation. Now, we do have to talk about some negatives about T2X. Although it's the champ, it does have a couple major flaws. The first thing, this is a terrible UI. The user interface is ugly. What are y'all doing, man? Come on, stop it. Stop. Y'all better than that. Y'all better. That's money most saying, don't take that. Y'all better than that, T2X. And another thing, and this is bigger, is the functionality of going in and out of stake. Because first off, the staking don't come up half the time. So you sitting there, man, I done wasted so much time like refreshing, hard refreshing, trying to get this thing up, man, and the staking it is not working. Now, I will tell you, if you knew, don't get me wrong, it's worth the wait. I wait every time. All of us do. We do. It is what it is. Clearing the cat, all that. We do that because T2X pays that well as dividends. All right, it goes directly to your wallet after you unstake. It's just a great situation all around, man. Although it has a little flaws in the functionality that's fixable. Anyway, T2X, I love y'all though. I love y'all, man. It's a great contract, y'all. Make sure if you're gonna get into any contract right now, I would suggest T2X, not financial advice. This is my opinion on what I do to play games and have fun. But T2X is the real deal, and it definitely gets to go as the top dividend making smart contract in DeFi. Alright? Y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned. We're not done. We're not done. Y'all thought T2X is it? Not quite. Alright, so we got a little extra, man. You already know, man. Money give y'all a little dessert, man, with the main course, man. This is a bonus DeFi platform we're gonna talk about, and it's giving a whole lot of this. And that is DeFi staking platform, DSP. Bing! Alright, man. So DeFi staking platform, DSP. Little extra, man. Little something extra for y'all, man. I ain't want to leave this out. It's just so new that it was just tough to put it in the top 15, but it's definitely a 1B. It gets a Money Mo dividend score of an A+. In its previous position, it was not on the top 15 at all. Most likely, if it sticks around, it will be on the next one, though. Alright, it's on the Tron blockchain, and just like T2X, it's an adoption amplifier. Alright, so one thing that really makes DSP great is that you're getting a lot of dividends from people that's coming to buy DSP. It's a low token supply, so every day the auction's just been going up and up, more Tron and more Tron and more Tron. So you're getting less DSP for the more Tron you spend every day. All right, so those who staked early, oh my goodness, definitely ROI the first day that staking was open. I think it was day 4. Then day 5, day 6, it just keeps going up and up and up. Your share amount really matters in this. And it also gives you an opportunity to compound. So DSP is real dope, man. Y'all look out for that. And one negative about DSP is that your share percentage can go down just because, you know, every day, I think it started with 2.5 million total DSP tokens. And it's going down every day. So, you know, it's becoming more and more valuable. So your share percentage of what you stake could go down. All right, but it's fire, man. It's fire, man. Top deals for sure is DSP. All right. Y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned. Bing! All right, so y'all have just experienced the top 15 DeFi-Dapps for dividends, the second of many. All right, and today we talked about a bunch of stuff. So Money Mo started off this video talking about the types of DApp and DeFi contracts, both conservative, long-term type of contracts, and both aggressive, where you can get a lot of money quick. Then we talked about the DeFi-Dapp smart contracts that missed the cut. All right, a bunch of good ones. Some that might be in the cut next time. You don't know. They might make the top 15. I don't know. We talked about which contracts fell off the top 15 and came up on the top 15, and then we broke down the top 15 DeFi-Dapps for dividends. All right, so we had at number 15, Rinobet. At number 14, we had Voidbank. 13 was Bankroll Credits version 2. 12 was Pyrabank Tron. 11 was DLive BTT Staking. Number 10 was Tewkenaire's Tewken Staking. Number 9 was Tron Dash's Tron contract. At number 8, we had Hankbucks. At number 7, we had Bankroll Daily Plus. Number 6 was Tewkenaire's Stable contract. At number 5 was Moolah, the casino DApp. All right, get your mining on. At number 4 was Tewkenaire's Infinitew. At number 3, we had a new one on the top 15, which was Bankroll Stronghold. At number 2, we had none other than Betfury. Get your BTC, man. Get your mining on. And at number 1, we had none other than the daddy, T2X. Alright? You need help finding these top 15 sites, the links are in the description in the basement below. Alright, just go check that out. You already know, man, there's no free loading over here. You know, make sure you hit that like. Also hit that subscribe, man. Hit that bell right next to it. And if you want to rap it Muddy Mo, man, hit me up on Telegram at Muddy Mo World of Crypto. Also, man, if y'all interested in any of these contracts in the top 15, man, know where to find them. Check me out in the basement below. This video should be all listed down there, man. Just hit the arrow. Yeah, y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned for the third of many. Beep.